Walking onto the music scene again with his first album in 3 years, Bilal paints us a picture of his life in the latest edition of the Create Your Space interview series. We'll discuss everything from his father's influence to his favorite collaborations as we go backstage while he promotes his new album, Love Surreal, live in concert. Check it out.
Yo, what's up? This is Bilal and you're tuned into theconscioustip.com.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Derek Christian here for theconscioustip.com, and we are pleased to invite the wonderfully talented, Grammy-nominated artist Bilal here in Chicago. Bilal, thank you so much for joining us today.
What's happening?
We're good. Big fans. Are you happy to be in Chicago?
Good to be here.
good to be here. I know you were in our hometown of St. Louis yesterday.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy that?
It was a good vibes. We had a good time. I always like playing in St. Louis. It's good energy. You know, the people are talented. A lot of my more talented musician friends are from St. Louis. So, you know, the audience, they have an understanding of the music, so we just let loose. It was nice.
Good vibe. So when you travel and you go to these different cities, do you get a chance to experience the city at all, or is it like you come in and you automatically just go to work and in and out?
More times than most, it's just driving up, doing the hit, then we gotta drive right out.
Well, we here at theconscioustip.com, we figured that, you know, in case you don't get to come to Chicago and actually get to see the city, we wanted to give you the conscious trip. Okay. So we got you a couple of items that kind of like go around Chicago. That way you can get a chance to take a look at some stuff. So we got the sound here, so King Oliver.
He's got my last name. That must be my uncle.
You know, we thought there was some family history here, so we decided that we would, you know, test it out. So maybe next time in Chicago we can go through, like, you know, do some
just
searching
him
for
live.
Yeah. This is a vinyl of him live in some of his good songs. So this would be something good for you to check out on the way. And then of course we have Garrett's Popcorn. Have you ever had Garrett's?
No.
Garrett's Popcorn is a Chicago staple where people come here. They have a history of having the longest lines for their popcorn. Anytime rain, sleet, hail, and people from Chicago, they'll know that even if it's raining, people will stand out lines and lines with umbrellas just waiting for popcorn. This is a Chicago mix.
Popcorn. Let me have popcorn.
Have some right now?
So you can get the facial expressions.
Get the experience.
Damn! Buttery and the caramel raw.
Yep. It's got the caramel mix, and then this is called the Chicago mix. So this is extremely popular. So we have to make sure that you have this for the taste.
That's good for the road. You know, don't eat that well.
Yeah. So you haven't had Heroes, but ladies and gentlemen, Bilal approves.
Yes.
Of Garrett's Popcorn. So we got that. And finally, we wanted to make sure that you have what we call the conscious trip. So, you know, you might not have different places to go, but we decided to select 2 locations for you that we think would be really nice for you to see. So we know that you like jazz, we know that you like blues. So Buddy Guy's Legends Restaurant is right up the street. So I don't know if you get a chance to eat before or after, but yeah, they have live music there that they always play 7 nights a week, and they have really good food, and that's the Chicago staple. So that'll be nice. And then they have a Chicago Blues Festival.
Word.
So where you can actually get on a bus and you can tour the different jazz clubs of Chicago and get a really good feel for it. And that's centered around like the actual Chicago Blues Festival.
I appreciate it.
So, you know, we want to make sure that we take care of you at the Conscious Tip. So, you know, whenever you have like an urge to experience Chicago, you can just go straight to the bag.
That's what's up. Hell yeah. I don't know how long that popcorn gonna last.
by the end of the interview, right? Let's get into the music.
All right.
The music. You speak a lot about your dad's influence on music in general, like in your life, and people call him Mr. Wonderful, and he would take you to the different clubs and stuff like that. Can you let the people at theconsciouship.com know a little bit about like that background and, you know, and how your dad influenced you? So I think that's an interesting piece to your story.
So I would go to the jazz clubs, and his best friend, Mr. Ben, owned like some of the top clubs in the city. And I would go there, and I would sit in like the coat closet where they had the cigarette machine. You pull the joint out. So they would pull the screen over just in case the police came in. You know, you can't have a little kid in there.
Yeah.
I've been drinking cranberry on the rocks without the alcohol.
Wait, just rocks.
Yeah, man, and just that whole experience really, like, I guess, really intrigued. My dad doesn't even like music. That's the ironic part.
No, so he owned clubs to kind of like facilitate these avenues of music, but he wasn't really big.
Yeah, he was like, man, how you gonna be a singer, dude? I took you there so you can learn how to be hit and how to run a business and, you know, own a club one day, and you up there on the damn stage like a funky singing. They're like, I wanted you to be setting this stuff up and be the manager. You know, but he's fine with it now.
I was about to say, I feel like
at
first singing a different tune. Now that you're touring at the shrine, your posters around the room, and you know.
He's happy, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the shrine welcomes once again Bilal.
Chicago, it's hard of mine. It's so blind, just can't see when I'm not doing right. No.
You have to describe the feel of the record in 3 words. What would they be?
Sonic art.
I mean, artistic.
Yeah, Salvador Dali was my big muse on this project. I wanted to make something that had the dimensions that Surrealist painting would have. Like if you look at a Surrealist painting, it has mad, it's like almost 3D. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, man, I want to create this record almost like with a painter's approach, kind of. So I tried to make the music very visual, like something that you could listen to in the dark and it would freak you out because you know you feel like you're inside the music, like a dream sequence or something. You know what I'm saying?
So real, like the Inception kind of.
Yeah.
Deep in there. Nice. So do you have a favorite song off of the project, or are you kind of are you the type of artist that's married to all of your songs? You just really love them all.
I love them all. They're like kids, man.
The kids.
I look at the project like just in a whole. You know what I'm saying? So like every song is kind of place.
A reason for being there to add to the gallery of art that you want to share.
Yes.
So compared to all of your other albums, what can fans expect from this? You know, because you said your music is like your kids, and right now you're going on your just 6th kid. So you have Firstborn Second, you have Love Surreal, which was out there, and then the MDR Symphony Orchestra piece, which was a collaborative effort with Tweed and Ballet, and that's out there. And then you have Airtight's Revenge, and then you have Love Surreal.
Well, this record for me is kind of a mixture of all of those things. Like on my records, it kind of mixed genres and things like that. You know, I've been doing that since I started. My last album, Airtight's Revenge, was more socially conscious, really just to raise your awareness and get you thinking. You know, the last thing, I wouldn't say it was many love songs on there. You know, it was just a conscious kind of thing for the man. You know what I mean? For me personally, what I was going through as far as religion, you know, just questions. You know what I'm saying? I put that on that album. This is more of a warmer kind of an album that you can kind of unwind and make love to us. You know.
Something real smooth out there
for the ladies.
For the ladies. as you did just stare into the camera for the ladies.
For the ladies, you know.
So that's out there for them. Nice. So ladies, definitely look out for that. So take us through your thought process of writing songs. So from start to finish, how do they come together?
I don't really go into anything like, and now I will make a song. Right.
Today I will write a song about Garrett's popcorn.
Yeah, just Garrett's. I don't have have a set way. Sometimes I'll have a little idea, a little riff in my head, and then I'll come to the studio and work it out. Or sometimes I'll have something that I'll wind up like screwing around with on the guitar, and then I'll show it to the cast of the band, and they throw an idea on top of it, and then we just, like, oh, what kind of beat would you play over? It's just
a collaborative effort.
Yeah, or sometimes I'll come up with a whole idea on my laptop, like on my little Garage Band or Logic, and piece it together that way. Like, hey man, what if you added something to this, or and sometimes it's that way or not. I could be a collaborative creator, or creatively I could create in a collaborative type of setting on my own. I just draw from anything. Lyrics, same way.
What do you like better, recording or performing?
I don't know, it's two different monsters, two different beasts, I like recording because it's unknown, like, oh man, when we're creating something, but when we're performing, we kind of know what we're gonna do, but it's fun to stretch it out and make it something else,
So what's your favorite song to perform?
Oh man.
Whether yours or whether it's a cover.
Well, I can tell you we've been having fun with this song, Too High, that's Stevie Wonder right here. We've also been having fun with this new song that I wrote on the album. We've been, just testing it out on the crowd. It's been fun. It's so new, to us to play, so it feels good. Back to love.
Back to love. Back to love. How do we get back to love? Oh, back to love. We get back to love. How do we get back to love?
You say Bilal, people automatically think about all the collaborations that you've had. And even I've watched a lot of interviews where you're saying that, you were doing a lot of collaborations early on, with, like the Roots and that kind of thing. And even on your YouTube page, you have so many different people that are singing your praises. You have Janelle Monáe on there, you have Duelle on there, you have Q-Tip on there, who was very influential in you.
Yeah.
And you getting there. Do you have a favorite collaboration that you've done thus far, or are they kind of like your kids, where they're...
Not so many, but I would say I learned the most with J Dub. Just his work ethic, his own approach. It was just something to see, It didn't even feel like we was making music. Like I remember when the first time I was doing work with him, I went out to Detroit and we just hung out at his house and drove around in his car. Like, we were just listening to different samples, and we was listening a lot to Slum. And then when we got back to the crib, he would just make a beat in like 10 minutes, like while we're talking. Like, yeah, such. But he wouldn't turn the beat up on the speakers, he would just have it on his headphones. So he's like, oh man, this whole house was mad records. So he would just be talking to me, walking around like, woo, yeah, so anyway, yeah man, and I was blah blah blah. And then he was like, alright, I'll be back. And he turned up the beat, I'm like, whoa, that's what you was doing? Oh my god. Like, he made everything look like it's so easy, like, you know what I mean? This is what I do to hang out, man, You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that kind of like made me be like, oh shit, I need to. Yeah, I'm writing too, man. Right. This is so easy, man. But he give you that vibe, he was somebody that's on such a high level, they kind of bring you to a certain level, like, oh shit, if he's doing it and making it look so easy, I guess it's easy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you definitely learned a lot from him.
Oh man, just the whole approach of not caring about the rules or caring about whether or not you've been taught to do something and just doing it. Like, I've seen this cat play like guitar, bass, drums, and I'm like, yo, I didn't know you could play that. He's like, yeah, I don't. I just, yeah, I mean, I know how to get what I want out of whatever. And that stuck with me. I was like, well, dang, okay. Because I always thought if you wanted to play something, you had to go over, somebody had to show you lessons and stuff, you know? He wasn't like that. Just all honest expression.
What would you say are some of your other influences? So you have work or mentors or people that have really helped you become greater. So you have Jay Dilla.
Oh man, almost everybody I worked with, I would say, you know, Dilla taught me a lot. Questlove, for sure, you know, watching him, playing with him in the band, you know, watching him do his thing. He's just the consummate band leader, you know what I mean? And, you know, maestro. Learned a lot from, you know, Poison, learned a lot from Erykah Badu. I learned a lot from Dr. Dre. And just his whole concept, how he takes over everything in the studio. Like, you know, he have all of these cats working, but he can do what everybody in there can do better. You know? Right? It's like,
Dre,
so what you doing? Okay, move over. Do that. Let me tweak it for you. All right, cool. Keep doing that. What you doing? You know what I mean? It's like, man, oh, this cat. Even down to, you know, when it came down to mixing and everything, like he was in there mixing it himself, and I was like, dang, Dre, how you learn? I didn't know you knew how to
do all the
actually get down to the intricacies and stuff. He was like, yeah, man, when I was with Suge, he beat the shit out of everybody. Nobody wanted to work with us. I had to learn how to work this shit.
That'll be some motivation for you. Suge Knight coming up.
Yeah, man.
That'll motivate.
I love you, girl. And I know it's yours. How do you run away? And you never put your feet
Every artist, I feel like, has that moment where they know that this is what they have to do. What was that moment for you? And kind of take us through that experience of when you really felt like this is what you had to do.
Oh man, it must have happened in high school. In high school, there was this jam session down at this club called the Blue Moon in Philadelphia, and this cat named Warren Evans was running. This was a hardcore jazz jam session. And man, at 14 years old, like my mom, she didn't have a car or anything, so I had to catch the bus at night to go to that jam session. When I was on that bus, I was like, shit, I really want to do this, you know. I really want, because I didn't have a ride, you know. I had to convince my mom, like, I'm old enough, let me go. Nothing will happen to me.
I can take it.
You know what I'm saying? And then to go there and be like the only real vocalist there, you know, because in high school I was a vocal major, but I didn't hang out with the vocal majors. Like, I hung out with all musicians. All musicians were my friends, and it was weird. And that was because I grew up in jazz clubs. My pops, he owned jazz clubs, so I didn't really like the conversations that the singers were having. You know, it was all about, yeah, ooh, can you hit that one, bro? You know what I mean? Yeah, but when I would hang out with the jazz music, it was just the way they would talk, their swag, like, oh man, A flat cat, it was like a whole swag, you know what I mean?
More theory based.
Yeah, and then just theory and just swag in general, you know? The way they would see things, talk about things, and it just intrigued me more. And they hated singers. So when I would go to them jam sessions, you would have to write your name down on a list. And cats would never call me, you know? Yeah. And then when they would call me and I would go up there to sing, they would like hate on me, you know, like start changing the keys, or cats would like start playing, with speed it up, all right, slow down, you know, whatever they could do to throw me off. But like, from hanging out with all the cats in high school, I would go home and look that shit up and shit and think about things. So I started to hear like a musician. And through those experiences, I just developed a deeper love for music, you know what I mean? And I was just like, man, this is what I want to do, you know? After a while, in high school, I started arranging for the band on instrumental songs. Like,
nice.
Not even with me singing, you know what I mean? It was on some Quincy Jones shit. Like, hit this, bro. I just knew how to talk like them. Right on, they sit down. I was like, yeah, cat. What you playing? E flat? No.
Switch it.
Yeah. So
they added that pressure. So just like how you said,
pressure.
The Suge Knight was to Dr. Dre. That was your Suge Knight back then.
Yeah, man.
You had to.
It was really proving myself and fitting in that I was one of the cats, man.
What you need, yeah, I wish I was drug free sometime. Yeah, I wish I saw that exit sign first sometime. I wish I knew the truth without search sometime. I wish I could. Where I never been, see what I never saw, do what I never did. Oh, before I could crawl sometime.
What advice do you have for people that want to be in the entertainment industry, in the music business, that are maybe out here watching, you know, seeing your story and, you know, inspired by it? What would you say to them?
Do it, man. Do you. And don't be afraid to fail. And fall in love with fear. Then go up to the edge and jump the fuck off.
Did you ever have a moment where you doubted yourself when you were trying to become a musician?
Yeah, man. Everybody doubts themselves. You know, everybody doubts themselves. But you know, the mind doesn't exist. Only your heart. Your mind is an illusion.
Is there anything else that you would like to say to the viewers of theconscioustip.com?
I love Surreal. Go out there and get it. We got a mixtape out. We got a mixtape out over there. We got a mixtape out. The retrospection of Bilal. And it's curated by Victor Duplay, DJ, awesome cat from Philadelphia, big brother of mine. So cats, check me out on Twitter at Bilal, and Bilal Music is Instagram. So there it is.
It is. Well, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us at theconscioustip.com.
Yeah,
hopefully you get a chance.
popcorn and all that other shit.
You know, it's
King album.
It's still here, so you know.
I'm gonna put it somewhere nice. You know what I mean? So after I eat that chicken, come right back to that popcorn.
We definitely always support you, so
for sure. Dude.
My name is Bilal. I love you. Please go with love and joy, peace and happiness.